These are all the people who've declared they want to be president in 2027. So in 10 seconds, I want you to just look at them and see if there's anyone that you trust with your vote. Nobody? Damn. What if I told you there was another candidate? A candidate who is not an individual. A candidate who is actually us. You might be wondering, who is we? We is our collective voting power. We are people who want change. We are people who want to see less corruption, less government spending, and we want to see better service delivery to the people. How would we achieve this? So we can achieve this through a set of constitutional amendments that entrench in the system mechanisms that enable less corruption, better service delivery, and also a cheaper government by 1, reducing the power of the president and distributing it to a council. 2, removing MPs and MCAs from the government structure and replacing them with a legislative body within the judiciary for making laws, and giving projects to project custodians, which will be an elective role that is only per project. For example, this area needs a clinic. Someone vies to be the project custodian of building the clinic. They build the clinic, and after building the clinic, their role has ended. They look for more projects. 3, changing ministers from an appointed role to an elective role. This is something that will reduce corruption because there will be no president appointing their friends to become ministers and them colluding to do deals together. We've seen that before, and that is something that has cost our country a lot of money. So if these are amendments that you are interested in seeing and seeing a better country, you can join us. We are a movement that has no leader. We are all voices that are advocating for this, the decentralization of Kenya. Once these amendments are entrenched in the constitution, it doesn't really matter who's in charge. Things would just work better, and there would be mechanisms within the constitution itself that prevent the current loopholes in the current constitution that are being abused to do corruption and just incentivize people not to do their job. This is going to change the incentives, for example, in service delivery by making sure that the people who do projects are only people interested in doing projects. So if you're interested in such amendments, follow this page, become an advocate for decentralization. We can use our collective voting power to either 1, get a referendum to entrench these constitutional amendments, or 2, if worse comes to us, we can be able to agree on a candidate who will eventually get into power and get the amendments done for us. Once the amendments are entrenched in the constitution, the system will work in a way that is less corrupt and less expensive.